Hi everyone, Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. 2 videos in one day, so it's going to be a good day for us here. Newmar is finishing up the 21 model year here, and we just got in a 2021 New Aire, and this is the 3543 floor plan. So of course, Newmar did away with the 33-foot versions of the New Aire, and the 35-foot versions have the bigger engine and the king bed in them. So this will have your 450 horse Cummins engine in it, which for a motorhome this size is a ridiculous amount of power. But if you like drag racing motorhomes, this may be the coach for you. The 3543 has been their most popular floor plan, so it's good to get one in. The colors are great in this. So we're going to do not as in-depth of a walkthrough as we do sometimes, like if it's a brand new model year product or anything. Since we're kind of at the tail end of this model year, we'll do kind of a quick overview. And all I can promise you is this motorhome will cost you significantly less than a 2022 version. As always, if you're interested in any of our products, please don't forget to ask for me. Please like our videos and check the subscribe button down at the bottom. Okay, with our Spartan chassis, the push button start. So hold the brake down, hold the button down, and just like that, it roars to life. You really don't even hear the engine on a diesel pusher, which is the nice part. You certainly kind of feel the coach. There's a little bit of a earthquake going on. You see the complete digital dash there that Spartan uses. And this, of course, will have tire pressure monitoring and all that good stuff built in as well. Lots of menus you can scroll through there to get different engine information, diagnostics, that type of thing. So very nice the way they've got it, just like our cars today, with the nice push button start. When you're done, hit the button again, shuts all of that down. Over here to the left, we have our air brakes and our headlight switches, dome lights, 2 cup holders, one for bourbon and scotch. Oh wait, no, can't do that. One for iced tea and one for coffee. There we go. And then we have our controls for our traction control, our transmission selector switch there, and last but not least is our fully hydraulic automatic leveling system. So that's a little bit of what you have on the left hand area of the cockpit. On the right hand, we have our camera control and our radio and navigation built into these screens here. So that's what you have here, as well as control for things like adjustable pedals, your shades, generator start, that type of thing. This cabinet's going to have some storage and our router in it. This one is your main control panel. You're going to have, everything's very well labeled here from your Girard awnings, and this will have the Nova package on it. From your Girard awning control, your digital antenna. Of course, this coach is solar prepped. Our awnings up front here, and entry step, Wi-Fi router, slide controls, all of that stuff is in this cabinet up here. So think of this as the one place where you can come if you need to do most of your coach controls. It's either going to be here or at the touchscreen that we'll get to on the Silverleaf side. Also, your privacy drapes up front here, over the door awning, and security lights, all controlled through this cabinet. This one's going to be storage, and then on either side we've got, these are your control. You can do a little bit of storage here, but these are actually your controls for your Girard awnings here, your controllers. And then over here, they've put a little bit of storage in also. Throughout this entire coach, we do have day and night shades, and they're fully power. These are the day shade. This would be the night shade. You can kind of still, the nice part about the day shades is during the day, people can't see in, but you can kind of still see out and see what's going on outside your coach. At night, you're going to want to reverse that procedure because when it's dark outside and light in the coach, people would be able to see in, so that's why you have the blackout shade as well. But again, all of those shades are just a touch on one of these screens here, and you'll be able to control not only your lighting, but things like your shades and stuff like that. So nice that the New Aire has those touch panels instead of individual light switches. Now, this is the Como interior and the Como exterior for those of you keeping score at home. And these cabinets are called Bermuda Glazed Maple, and they come in either high gloss or matte finish. This is the high gloss finish. Every bit of wood that you see in this coach is 100% solid hardwood. There is no wrapped wood in this coach. This is polished porcelain tile throughout, and it is a heated floor that we optioned in. The driver and passenger seats will rotate around to become part of the living area. Now on a 43-foot, 45-foot coach, you probably don't spin them around every trip. But on a smaller floor plan, I think that's that much more important that they do rotate around. They have recliners built into them. They're extremely comfortable. These will be part of your living space for a smaller coach. Not that this coach is super small, but by diesel pusher standards, it's certainly on the smaller end. We optioned in here the recliners, which is my favorite way of doing it. The recliners are straight across from the televator. Let's see here, for the televator, that's going to be on this touch panel. Go to the home screen, go to systems. Where's that? TV lift up. Look at that. I love it when the equipment cooperates. So from right over here in this recliner, you can hit the button and bring that TV up. You're gonna have a beautiful Samsung television there. We've got a Bose sound system that it's connected to. And I think we even have a Blu-ray player inside. So this coach is fully electronically equipped. This does have a satellite, an in-motion satellite dish on the roof. Okay, some storage here. And storage here. And a spot for your satellite receiver to go in there along with your Bose soundbar. Now this particular one, this is the Euro booth option that we have here. The Euro booth does not make a bed, so this coach is a two-sleeper. Some people see that as a negative, some people definitely see it as a positive. So if that's a positive, give me a call and we'll talk about what we can do for you there. Have little drawers in here. Now the storage that you see here isn't quite as big as maybe what you'd expect under a booth like that, because part of the slide mechanism is actually under the booth. And you think, well, that's crazy, why'd they do it that way? Well, when we get outside, you'll see what they did. By putting the slide mechanisms on top of the floor instead of under the floor, it actually opened up quite a bit of basement storage. This coach has ridiculous amounts of basement storage in it, and that's what a lot of people are looking for. What we discovered pretty early on with the New Aire, you know, certainly when Newmar came out with this, those of us who have been in the industry for a while knew that there was a segment of people out there that would love a New Aire, and who we knew would love it are these people that have had these 40 and 45-foot coaches. They're used to a high-end bus, whether it's a Monaco Signature, an American Eagle, or a Mountain Air. They've had a King Air or whatever, but they got tired. They've seen the country. They're no longer going to spend as much time in it, but they still want a nice coach. Well, they would come in and we would find some nice coaches for them, but where we would always fall short is on storage. If they're wanting to drive something shorter, manufacturers, unfortunately, they weren't putting them on a raised rail chassis. They're putting them on straight rail chassis, or sometimes the customers would look at a Class B. Well, Class B has zero outside storage, and was just trouble to make that customer very, very happy from a storage perspective. When I show you the outside of this, you're going to see there's a ton of storage here. The other customer that kind of surprises us with the New Aire that we didn't know existed, we knew that first demographic existed. The one we didn't know existed was actually first timers that just don't want to drive a 45-footer around. They want to drive something smaller, but yet they have the budget and the wants for a really high-end bus. Well, there's really no competition to this in the marketplace. Manufacturers forever, when they make a smaller diesel pusher, they make it cheap. You know, they'll have a vinyl floor in it. It'll be on a straight rail chassis. It'll be a rear radiator coach. It won't have independent front suspension. It'll have very limited storage on the outside. Well, this has all of those things and is still in a nice small package, and you're going to love the trim level. So let's talk about some more storage here. As we go through here, this is all lined. Okay. It's all one big compartment. Put that down. Alright. I'm going to have a cup holder here. Look at that LED light so you don't lose your drink. And then we're going to have storage here, and that's going to be a soft close drawer. Much like the Dutch Star, this coach does not have any carpet in it. You know, they have the Moore floor here. This is a perfectly flat floor here and no carpet transition. There's an outlet behind the chair there so you can plug in any of your goodies. The 3543 is the one floor plan in the New Aire that we have that comes with a fireplace. Now you can set that to one color, or we kind of have it strobing through right now. It's about 95 degrees out, so it seems weird to have that on, but we wanted to be able to show it, and you can set it like it is now. It's not throwing any heat. It's just a light show. But if you want heat, it'll heat. These are adjustable shelves, so I don't know whether you'd use this as pantry, a place to put knickknacks, whatever. I always tell people if you buy it, I don't care what you put in there. It's up to you. It's your baby. All right, this coach does have a central vac in it. So you can sweep dirt right up to this, flip that up, it comes on, sweep the dirt in. How easy is that? Great with pets. I'd like to have that at home. There's also another spot you can hook up over here and attachments that will go from the front to the back of the coach. All right, so I think that covers it from here forward. Let's get into the kitchen. We'll do upper storage first. So adjustable shelf, pull-out tray. So really you've got 4 nice spots here for putting your dishes and such. 30-inch residential Whirlpool convection microwave. Say that 3 times fast. Cooktop that is removable, can be taken outside. All right. And everything is undermounted, so that's undermounted. And then our sink is also undermounted. One big stainless sink. This is, of course, a pull-out sink sprayer to help you do up the dishes. When we get over here, we have a trash can spot, and then our lower storage. You got a little cubby right down there where those Corian removable tops that I just had out go. And then we have 4 drawers in this coach. So right here, 4 little drawers, I should say. 4 little drawers, and then 3 big drawers. These are all soft touch, so you just get them close and they'll pull themselves back in. And then, look at that, I love the dividers in there. That's awesome. Nice drawer. All right, so there's a little bit of our kitchen storage. We've got a little bit more, but before we get there, we have our Samsung LED refrigerator with ice maker pull-out freezer below. And then let's talk pantry. The pantry is fully lit. We have 6 of these drawers. So if what you want is in the back, you can still find it. Again, that's a feature I'd like to have at home. All right, bathroom is very respectable bathroom for a 35-foot coach here. We've got the river rock down below. This is all tile in here. Elbow room in the shower, a seat in the shower, a handle in the shower. We have the rain shower head above. Even got a spot for all that shampoo I use. Glass shower doors in here. We have the emergency egress door. So in the event of emergency, you can open this from the inside. A ladder telescopes out of the bottom of it, and you can climb down the ladder as opposed to diving out a window head first. Your choice. There is still an egress window if you prefer diving out head first. You do still have that option. Okay. And then I like this, just a little touch. Let's see, let me turn this on here. Watch this. Mirror lights. I don't know why I need that, but I feel like it scratches an itch I didn't know I had. All right, so storage down below. There's even an outlet in here for plugging in hair dryers and such. All right. This is a pocket door, which is a lot easier than having a swinging door here. It's also a lot easier when the slides are in to get into here. You don't need to have it on film, but just so you know, there's a full-length mirror here as well. So nice when you're getting ready to go somewhere. Walk into the bedroom. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we do have a king-size bed in here, which the original New Aires did not have, but people wanted it, so Newmar delivered. And then great overhead storage in these 3. Okay, and then we have our Blu-ray player up here with a Samsung television. That leaves us with 6 drawers down below. Okay, 3 of these and 3 of these. There's a lot of storage in this coach, and even more outside. Under the bed does lift. Okay, there's the 2 leaves for the dinette table. All right, and then we have a full rear wardrobe. I'll let you get a shot in there, Troy. You're going to see the 2 folding chairs, so if you do use the leaves, they're there. On the back wall there, you have all those little shoe cubbies. There's no way that would handle my wife's boot collection, but hey, it's a start. And then all that is hanging space. And then, of course, you can't have a luxury coach without a stackable washer dryer. There are outlets with USBs on both sides of the bed because we know we're going to be charging our devices there. And then good overbed storage with hookups in there for a CPAP and a spot to run the CPAP hoses down through. If you don't know what a CPAP is, good for you. You'll probably find out someday. All right, now the bedroom, privacy-wise, has a pocket door here. Okay, so there's your bedroom privacy. Okay, the Silverleaf system is the computer touchscreen control for the New Aire product. You can also do this on a laptop and some phone applications. If you get a program called My Rosie, you can do this kind of remotely as well. But basically, much like most of our tablets and phones that we're used to today, it's a very menu-based system here. We can start at the home screen, and I like just the home screen right there has 90% of the information I want to know as an RVer. I can see what's in my fresh black and gray tanks by walking by and touching the screen. I see my house battery voltage and my chassis batteries. I can tell that my generator is running, and I can tell that how much power we have coming in on both legs and how many amps we're using. So very handy just right there. Then you can scroll through and get a little more detailed on different items. This is how much the charger is allowed to draw. Our inverter is on, but it's on standby mode because the generator is running. There's no reason for it to be anything other than that. It shows you exactly how many amps are running. We can get into DC power as well. This is telling me that we're float charging at 13 volts. We can go into generator. This is where we would set our auto generator settings on here. We can start and stop the generator here, or on the generator, or on the dash. You can control the generator off and on. Your water system, again, there's a little more detailed view of the tank levels. You can turn water pump on and off. You can even do the autofill. Now, what autofill is it keeps your fresh water tank full. So if you know you're leaving the next day, you can hit the autofill button, and when you get up the next day, your fresh water tank will be completely full and ready to hit the road. Our floor heater for our heated tile and our block heater controls are in here, and most importantly, climate controls. We can do air conditioning, things like where we have this coach set at, whether we're on heat or cool. Our Oasis settings for our hydronic heating system are in here. If you're not familiar with hydronic heating, this is what you have that allows us to do a fully electric coach. And we've done a hydronic heating video that's separate from this. If you Google Mount Comfort RV hydronic heating, you should be able to find that on YouTube without any problems. But if you have trouble, let us know and we'll send you a copy of that video, send you a link to that. So that's a little bit about the Silverleaf system. Like I said, best part about it is it's very familiar to us for, in our electronics age where we're used to dealing with tablets and touchscreen phones. This is very intuitive and easy to use. So don't think you have any problem figuring it out. And these other panels that you see here, these are mostly lighting, but as I mentioned earlier, you can control shades and fans and a few other systems on there as well. So everything's very seamlessly integrated here, which is very, very nice. Okay, so if you properly prepare when you're shutting the slides and everything on a New Aire, you're going to have a pretty decent walkway through this coach. The more space we give you with deeper slides and more slides when it's fully open, the less space you have when it's closed. So you kind of got to find that happy medium. I'm back here sitting on the bed. I could certainly lay down, stretch out, take a little nap out here, even with the slides in. But more importantly, I can get the refrigerator. You kind of have to do the little dance depending on which side of the refrigerator you want in, but I can reach all the way back, touch the back wall of the fridge. Certainly I could get in the pantry, pull open the freezer. With the pocket door, that makes getting in the bathroom just a piece of cake. This is one of the easiest coaches out there to get to the bathroom. The only special thing I always encourage people to do is when you option in the recliners, which I love, spin them to the side like I have them here. Put them back to back against the table, and that is the way to go with them because they're deeper than they are wide. So if you have them facing forward, they stick out over this edge and they make this aisleway very, very tight. As I have it now, it's not a bad aisleway at all. I had to twist just a little bit to get through there, but not much, and that makes this pretty easy. I cannot give sale prices over the phone, but I can tell you the MSRP on this coach is $519,000 and change. For a sale price, give me a call, I'll hook you up with that. Let's go look at the outside of this coach. All right, it's warm and sticky, so we're getting this in one take. The outside of the 3543 is what we're going to show you now. This is a 2021 New Aire, as I mentioned, with the Como paint job on it. So we have the electronic entry lock here, which you can lock and unlock the coach, ring the doorbell, lock and unlock your baggage doors, all without having your key on you. That's a beautiful thing. You do have a flagpole holder up here. That's what this little guy is. And then we have cameras all over this coach. We have a backup camera. We have turn signal activated side cameras so you can see what's in your blind spot. And then we have the 360-degree camera, which when you're negotiating through a gas station or something like that, you can tell how close you are to things. Really does help you protect the coach. This coach has really big tires on it for the size of coach that it is. Most 35-foot coaches on it would have like 275 tires on it. These are 305s. Of course, they're 22.5-inch inner diameter on there. All the white stuff you see here, that's covering up our beautiful stainless package that we equipped on this coach. So we try to keep that on there until it is purchased, and then we'll take it off and shine it up for you. You can do fuel from either side on this coach. We do have the pull-out refrigerator freezer. It's either or. You can't do both. So you set it to freeze or to refrigerate, and then that's where it's set for now, and you can change it obviously, but it won't do both. It's not a refrigerator and a freezer because there's only really one compartment in here. That runs off 12 volt or 120 volt, either one. This is a seamless slide system, so the Newmars recess back into the wall, which is very nice. That's going to be less chance for any type of water intrusion, wind noise, that type of thing. Our TV with sound bar, Samsung and Bose again. Pulls out, rotates either direction, it's mounted into the sidewall. Now what makes a New Aire amazing, well, lots of things, but it's going to be this little compartment here and these two. This is where they created a ridiculous amount of storage in this coach. And using the star foundation that Newmar uses, they're able to cut out that center beam that normally goes right down through the center of a chassis. And when you cut that out, look at the cavernous storage that it gives you in there. That is a ridiculous amount of storage. I mean, this has more storage than a lot of 40-footers, and we're on a 35-foot platform. Now, we optioned this particular one in with the power trays. Okay, so makes getting things in and out just that much easier. But this is just, I'm telling you, people that are downsizing from a large coach, this is what they love about this, is it has enough storage for them. Moving back, this is another nice storage compartment here, fully carpeted. All of these are lit, and there's a master switch inside the door that you can turn on, and then whenever you open any one compartment door, the entire basement lights up with these LED lights. We'll come back. We've got a odd-shaped little compartment here, but fully lined with the ozite, so things won't slide around. Good storage compartment. These are chassis batteries from Spartan here. These are some of the filters that are very easy to get to. So some manufacturers don't make those very easy to get to. These are. And then these are little breakers that you can trip. If you put the coach into storage, you're not using it, you're not plugged in, you click those off so that the batteries on the Spartan side stay fresh. Notice where this water's dripping here, okay? Now that's condensation from our air conditioner, and all coaches do that, but most coaches, that water runs over the outside and leaves water spots all down your beautiful full body paint job. Well, that stinks. So Newmar put drains in the roof, and it's kind of a big tray area up there, and so the water, depending on which way the coach is leaning, gravity will take it to the closest corner, and then it runs down a hose that's on the inside of this cap and runs out on the ground so it's not spotting up the coach. How beautiful is that? Now back here, most small coaches have a radiator right here, okay, where you can't really access the engine very easily, and people like these side radiators because look at all the engine access. You know, you can get to your belts, you can get to your air cleaner very easily, get to your fluids. Everything is easy for accessibility here. You have a 10,000-pound tow hitch on this coach as well, and it is prepped for an air braking system for your tow. By the way, 450 horse. 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. This is our DEF, our diesel exhaust fluid. This is part of the after treatment for diesel engines. I'm not going to talk too much about that. If you have questions on DEF or diesel emissions, that's what I'm here for. Give me a call. Moving forward to the wet bay. Lots to talk about in here. We have a power hose reel, number one, so you don't find yourself rolling up your hose. You hit a button, it rolls itself up. We have a whole house water filtration system, so every drop of water that comes through this coach is filtered. We have our low point drains are easy to get to here. Some coaches like mine, you have to crawl under it to get to those. Nice to have those valves right out in the wide open. We have a black tank and a gray tank rinse here, so if you start to get any funky smells in the coach, when you're dumping the tanks, you hook a garden hose up to that and you flush out that tank, and that just makes your coach nice and fresh again. There's two ways of draining the tanks. You have your traditional drain right down here with your knife valves contained in the heated area, or this coach has a Sanacon. What's a Sanacon, you ask? Stand back, I'll show you. No, what a Sanacon is this is a way where if you need to dump over a longer distance, I mean, you might have a 10 or 12 or 15 foot sewer hose, but sometimes people need to go farther than that. Maybe they've got a pole barn that they park in and they want to go a little further. Well, this, you know, you got like 20 feet of hose here, and then you can hook a garden hose, not your freshwater hose. You can hook a garden hose up to this. It's dedicated to this forever then, and go like 200 feet with this. It'll actually, the Sanacon actually is kind of a grinder, like a garbage disposal, and a pump. So it'll pump it over a distance. So that's what Sanacon is, and that's what Sanacon does. Okay, put that back. We do have a nice metal this year, not plastic, outside shower. This is for washing up. That makes life nice. You can even see what's in your holding tanks out here. Most of the time on coaches, you have to go back inside to see how you're doing. Okay, your Oasis system here, this is the Chinook one, so it has the two heated water loops in there, which is going to give you even more hot water. We have our 34-foot 50-amp shore power cord on a reel, and this coach does have a surge protector built into it as well, so it will protect the coach. Here's that door we talked about, the emergency exit doors. You can see there's no handle, no way for anybody to get in on the inside. Doesn't really look bad, but makes it nice if you ever needed to get out. Here's the other half of that storage from the first side. And then here are our 8 AGM batteries. AGM stands for absorbed glass mat. Those are batteries that do not take water. Here's our other fuel fill. Up front here, our generator's running. You can hear it's very quiet. This is for our chassis, so in this case Spartan, fuses and electronics in here. And then last compartment, let's step up front. This is our generator. This is an 8 kW Onan generator. We have hot water up here so we can clean bugs off our windshield with hot water instead of cold. Our air horns are in this area also. Folks, that's really a good quick review of this New Aire. This particular one is in stock, which is rare these days to have inventory in stock during the COVID times. But we do have this coach in stock. It is available for sale. It'll cost you tons less than a 2022, and it's available right away. If you're interested, don't hesitate to give me a call. Thanks for watching. Like our videos and subscribe to our page. We'll see you next time. I'm Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV.